Yes. Welcome to Let You Know Sports. It's your boy EK, and I got with me right on the other side of me is Eli. What's going on, Eli?
What's up, BK? How you doing tonight, sir?
Doing good, man. Doing good, man. What's been going on in the world of sports, man? I know you know what's going on.
I mean, honestly, I fell off a little bit today. I know that the NBA is turning into the WWE. Some people are getting franchise tagged. Rick Carlisle was talking trash about the NBA. There's a few little things going around.
It is. It is. But it's some news that I wanted to bring up too. You know what I'm saying? If people don't know that the combine's gonna be up here the 26th to March 2nd. So if y'all in football, you want to take your kids somewhere, that's definitely probably where they want to go because there's gonna be some future stars there. Mendoza's gonna be there, the number one pick, and he's supposed to be
Is he
talking.
going?
Yeah, they said he was going. They said he was gonna go. Now, is he
He's
gonna
not going to
throw?
throw, right?
I don't think he's going. I don't think he's going to throw. I don't believe, but I'm gonna get some more intel on that to see. But I don't think he is though. I don't think he's throwing. I think he's just don't going there for interviews. But uh, I heard earlier today that yeah, he's gonna be up here and he was gonna be taking questions. So, they probably gonna be asking him 1,000 questions.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because that's basically the last thing I heard too. Was he didn't want to throw at the combine, but he was going to throw at their pro day so he can get some shine for the guys he's worked with already.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't see why he wanted to throw anyway, right? What's the
Yeah,
point?
I mean, there's not really a point. Who else would be going number one? There's no competition.
Unless he that confident where he just want to do the drills just to see how it is. I mean, me personally, I probably would be doing the drills. But if I knew I was the number one pick, I ain't doing shit. All I'm
No,
doing,
me either. I got bad luck, man. I'll go around and out there and throw out my arm or some stupid shit. I'd play it safe and just get drafted. Really.
yeah, especially if you know you a top five, at least a top five pick. Now, if you ain't a top five pick, then I get it. But we know Mendoza's going number one, so I mean there ain't no question. So
Right.
get him acclimated. I hope the Raiders is already taking them down there and getting them ready. Getting them with the playbook because he might as well get started. And I'm telling you, I truly believe that the Raiders is probably going to end up going run heavy here. They're going to get Kenneth Walker. I think they're going to get Kenneth Walker, and they're going to stick him with Genty and 1-2 punch because that's the name of the game, the 1-2 punch with the two.
Yep, you're right.
I mean, but did you see Williams from the Cowboys? He got 24 million, huh? He worth that?
Yeah, what was it like? 3 years, 2 year, 2 year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he played well last year. He earned it. I thought he did all right. I mean, he's still stuck with the most overrated quarterback in NFL history. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens with that. But I didn't think he had a bad season for a Cowboys running back.
I think he was decent. I think, because the quarterback is the most important position right now, they don't value running back. Like there's good running back in the league and they should be getting the ball in the second half of the season and not throwing more times. I just feel like, that's why teams like Dallas is not they ain't, I just don't think they're ready. I mean, of course we seen, you know, bits and pieces of the Cowboys offense to where we like, okay, yeah, they look like they can do something, but it really just all comes back to Dak Prescott and they defense. Like they terrible.
Yeah, it sounds like they're gonna have a mess on their hand anyways with the whatever is gonna happen with George Pickens and all that because they're talking about tagging him, and it sounds like he doesn't want to get tagged. But I mean, that's kind of a you don't have a choice in the decision kind of thing.
They're trying to keep him, but he want a big deal. This might not be. He might not ever get a contract ever again. So, especially with this big money and the way he played like a number one receiver this year. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see why he shouldn't get the money, but you know how the Cowboys is. It ain't nothing but drama.
Oh, absolutely.
But but yeah, I didn't know. Did you hear about Rondell Moore? Did you hear about that story?
Yeah, rest in peace to him for sure. I mean, there's been a lot of clips coming out about, people that like Hollywood Brown had just talked to him and that clip with JJ Watt going around and I mean it's obviously a popular topic in the world. Mental health is no joke. I mean, I forget the guy's name exactly, but there's an ex-player that's been going off about it on Twitter each day and it's like talking about what happens behind the scenes and the pressure that they put on these players to be available. And I think there was a situation where he had like just had a kid or he was injured or something. And no, he had just had his kid and he got a call from one of the coaches and was basically just like, don't forget what your day job is. And it's just like, man, at the end of the day, these guys are still humans, no matter how gifted they are as athletes, they're still humans. And, we don't know what happened behind closed doors or what led him to the decision that he made, but it sounds like it could have been a lot of the pressure from an organization in general.
What's up, Herb? What's going on with you?
Not much, man.
What's
What's
happening?
going on? What's
Nothing.
going on, Eli?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, we was just discussing Rondell Moore's situation, man. I heard he was from Albany, Indiana. You know, he born and raised
Oh,
here. Uh, he was drafted. You know, from what I know, because I mean I watched him at Purdue. I do remember him at Purdue when he was in college, but in the NFL, yeah, he was bouncing around. He couldn't stay healthy, and that's tough, man. Especially when you highly talented like a player he was. Like when he went to Arizona, he was really starting to, get his niche in the league, and them injuries caught up with him again.
yeah. I mean, I don't know too much about we said what? I'm sorry, I ain't mean Ronald
Rondell,
Morris,
Rondell.
Rondell. Well, yeah, I don't know much about him, but it is sad to say. It is sad what happened to him and everything. It is definitely. I hope it wasn't a financial thing. Maybe I don't know. It could, possibly CTE. All these things happen to players that put in the work, and sometimes that even leads to some of the retirement medical benefits don't help a lot of the players that happen in NFL. That's one thing they are still. I don't know if they're still trying to fight for. They got a better deal recently, but I know last time I looked up, that was kind of the main thing for a lot of the retirees, especially the older players. They just, end up with a lot of mental issues just because from all the physicalness of the previous player, especially before the 2010, I'd say, when really things started really taking a turn for them trying to be more safe with different rules and everything. So it's just sad. It's just sad for those players.
Yeah, it sucks. The police report said that it was a self inflicted gunshot wound. They found him in his garage, so I don't know. Prayers to his family. That's all I know.
Well, I mean, where was he in his garage though? You know what I'm saying? Was he by himself? No one was there.
See, they
Well,
ain't really.
that's
Go
well,
ahead.
that's what's crazy. That's what's been kind of being shared on Twitter is like him and Hollywood Brown were really close, and he was posting a lot of their text conversations, and I think CTE could very well have played a part, or just the depression of being told like you're hurt again or whatever. Because there was a lot of times where they were talking, and he was sending prayers to him. Kyle Pitts and him were really close, and he was just posting a video of them out on Kyle Pitts's boat vacationing, like everything was fine. And then next thing you know, this happens, and it's like a lot of these guys that were close to him were just like, I just talked to you. I just offered for you to come out here. Like, I told you you were going to be okay. But, it just goes back to like our brains are very powerful for the good and for the bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that CTE is scary. It's definitely scary though. But yeah, man, what kind of news? I know you've been looking around the league, just NFL sports in general. You know what I'm saying? What kind of news you seen that caught your eye?
I mean, the only news I've seen is them. Indiana still fighting for the Bears to come. Like I mean, this was last week or Friday or Saturday. Indiana passed the bill to make it easier for them to get the stadium with the $3 billion that they want to spend up in that in Hammond, where they're talking about the city is going to be. That even caused Chicago, the Bears, to tell, which they already had. They was already working on a deal with the city of Chicago. The Bears was, but instead they wanted to. What was it that they said? They wanted to hold off negotiations just a little bit. Like, don't make an announcements too much. Like that they're closing in on a faster deal because they want to keep up negotiations with Indiana. So even the mayor suggested something about I'm not the mayor, the governor, about really working hard with the city of Hammond to try and get the Bears, and that honestly just says a lot to everything what Indiana Moves is trying to be. I think especially after the revenue from a lot of the sports that we did have recently probably kept us in a good budget area. So I wouldn't see why the governor wouldn't try to make that move. And plus, that's just more money for us and more to keep us at this to really make us a staple of the sports capital of um, of America. Like that. If we get the Bears, that's like automatically going to happen. Like it's, and then I'm thinking even after that,
Already,
like
I feel like
I,
it's. I feel like it's about to happen.
yeah,
To me, to me, a lot of people are just thinking that the name is going to change. I don't think the name is going to change. I think it's still going to be the Chicago Bears, but I just think that because it's in Hammond, and it's just almost
yeah, yeah,
like when I was just texting my boys on the side and stuff, and we was having a discussion about, it's just like the New York teams, the Giants and the Jets. They, they the New York Giants, the New York Jets, but they actually play in New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
that's to me, that's what I feel what it's gonna be. Still gonna be the
Yeah.
Chicago Bears, but they're gonna be playing it.
Even with this move does happen, that even makes it more possible for Indiana to even get another professional team, like how we always wanted a soccer team or a professional baseball team. Like if we did get the Bears and like that pushed up the that area over there, yeah. Like next 5 years, that's probably gonna be the next top. I'd probably say 5 years minimum where they start talking about it.
hmm I agree with you on that one. So I got a question for y'all. What do y'all think loyalty is overrated in sports?
Uh,
Ponder
Uh,
and ponder that.
it's hard to say because I don't know. Like a part of me wants to say it doesn't really exist, but a part of me wants to say that it does. Because I mean, like, and the first person that comes to mind for me is the Miles Garrett situation last year, where it's like, I want to go play for a contender, I want to win, but then the paycheck gets a little bit bigger, and he's like, actually, I want to stay here. So that's like for me, I see both sides of the fence.
Yeah, no, and see, I agree with that, Eli. I really do because even we go back and look at players who got paid. I mean, I say the really last one, good one, was like Kobe Bryant. I mean, the next one right now is probably going to be Steph Curry, the Warriors. They're probably going to definitely take care of Steph, unless Steph wants to move. So that's really different. So I mean, a lot of players and another team like I don't think the Spurs will try to do anything to ruin Wemby, or I don't think Nikolai Jokic and the Nuggets they're gonna try. These players are most likely going to be stayed unless the teams just don't want to pay out. That's the whole thing. It's about how much you mean to that city and how much talent you really have, where they actually going to pay you out.
What James Harden said something about. He was like, "Man, this is a business at the end of the day." He said, "If you get hurt, they ready to cut you. You know, like say for instance, if you was on a team and you wasn't producing, they ready to get rid of you. Because they look to build their team around certain players, and if you're not fitting that mold, then they be quick to get you out the door. And
But but I agree with that. But like I said, it really depends. Like because like you said, we see examples of this of people keeping teams like Patrick Mahomes with the Chiefs, or we even go back to basketball. We even talking about Damian Lillard with the Portland Trailblazers. Yeah, they traded him away to the Bucks, but they thought that was just best for him because he wanted that. But then he got injured, and guess what? They got him back and paid him on another contract and let him get healthy. So there's still loyalty out there. It just really it's the impact that you have. Like people get like it's something that you just got to show up for. And like Dame is a big thing in Portland, especially he was not even a basketball player there. He was also a rapper there. So and he did a lot of he progressed the team even if they didn't get a championship. He still put on a show. They got to the playoffs like unusual at that time. They did really good in a lot of seasons. So they decided to pay him still even on injury. So it really depends though. Like I said, all that really depends.
Yeah,
mm,
I think loyalty is greatly impacted by success. For I mean,
Yeah,
not only the Miles Garrett example, but like what's being talked about now with like Max Crosby. Like you could say he's loyal because he's on an awful franchise, but what's going to happen when this check comes up somewhere else? Is he going to want to move, or is he going to want to say, "No, I'm loyal to this organization. I'm loyal to this city." Is he going to want to stay there? I mean, that would define loyalty if you don't ask me, because they suck. And if he stays there just because he wants to wear that jersey and wants to stay in that city, then that's loyalty. But if you jump ship because they aren't doing well and you're getting a better paycheck, that's where I mean, that's why I say I think it's kind of defined by success.
see
yeah.
What up? What up? What up?
nothing much was going on, man. We had we was having a discussion, man. Is loyalty overrated in sports?
Yes, yes.
Tell me why.
Shit.
Quick and to the point.
Because these damn owners in these businesses, they not loyal to them. So shit, why be loyal to the team? That's how I feel. I mean, I used to say people should be loyal and stick it out, but a lot of times, man, these owners and these teams, they're not doing what's right. They're just worried about their bottom line and how much they can line their pockets. But like take for instance OKC, they really try to build a franchise, build a team. So I feel like SGA and Chet and Jay Will, they should all be loyal to them for now. We'll see how long that lasts. But when you got owners that's willing to split up the team just to get the new hottest player or just do anything crazy, I feel like these players shouldn't be loyal. get your money and move on.
Yeah, because that's what James Harden was saying. He was just saying how when a team don't want you anymore, or they feel like you used up, or you get injured too much, they ready to move on from you, or you ain't producing, they quick to ready to move on from you. And so he was like, he ain't see what he doing is wrong because really what he's trying to do is he's trying to set himself up for success. And I get what he's saying. I definitely get what he's saying. I just think the loyalty it did I agree with Eli to a sense because it is about success, but it's also about the player too. Because like with Wemby, do y'all really think Wemby just gonna up and leave, go somewhere? I don't think so. You know,
No,
Curry.
that yeah. Like I said, Curry's an example. The Warriors, the Warriors stay try to build around him, and it really depends. And like I said, even Dame, Portland traded him thinking that was the best forward, trying to do the best for Dame. But then after everything didn't work out, they went to go get him back anyways and still pay him on a contract and let him heal up while he's injured. So that's like I said, there's still like Eli said too earlier, there's still loyalty in the league. It just depends on what it is, and it really depends on what did you. It's still the part of what have you done for me lately. It's still some of that, but like I said, Dame in Portland is more like what we appreciate what you've done before, and you're an icon for this city, so we'll go bring you back. And that's like I said, it's about impact. If you're an icon to that into that to that team, they're going to try to keep you anyway. Miles Garrett, the Browns, they're known for defense now. Even though they suck, they're gonna pay Miles Garrett all the money they can in the world and pay everybody cheap because they know Miles Garrett is gonna get it done. It's just that much of an impact. It really depends. James Harden don't have that much of an impact. What he do in the playoffs. That's why he leave teams.
That's what's up. What's up, Jay Pride? What's going on
What
with
up? What up? What up?
you? Not much, man. We was having
Yo,
a discussion about loyalty. Is loyalty overrated in sports? What's your take on it?
Overrated? No, I just think it's for the athletes to understand what they doing and who they doing it with. Like anybody could be in a situation where you loyal to the wrong thing and the wrong people. You know what I mean? And that loyalty could take you nowhere. You know what I mean? So I think in the sports world, it's more of who are you being loyal to, and are the people you being loyal to, are they loyal like you? Are you with an organization that's loyal to you if you get hurt and willing to stay by your side and let you heal and be the athlete you could potentially be, or are they gonna hurry up and let you go? You know, and say it's on behalf of business. So I think that it's not something that's overrated. As much as it is a situation of making sure that you got the right understanding.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I like that answer too. But I'm glad I got C Will on here because I want to ask him. It's been a lot of talk. I still got you with you, C Will. You still here?
Yeah, I'm
you gonna love you gonna love this one. So it's been going around, man, and I'm asking you: is this an overreaction or a proper reaction? Is, has LeBron James ruined the game?
As he what?
Has he ruined the game?
Whoever thinks that need to be slapped. Nah, has he ruined the game? Are we talking strictly the All Star game, or are we talking about just basketball in general?
You tell me, man. You got the floor, man. You got the floor.
I don't think he's ruined the game at all. I think he just, I mean, he changed it. He took it to a different level. Like you got guys that's making way more money than they would have been. Now, granted, I know that comes with the TV contracts and things of that nature, as well. But he got people like Matthew Dellavedova, Tristan Thompson, like no name people that's getting money. And if they want to say that he switched teams and all of that, and he's the nice guy, then so be it, man. Like I think he doing it his way, and he don't have no smut on his name. At the end of the day, you can say what you want about LeBron, but he has no smut on his name, no blemishes. Is nothing negative that they can say about that guy. Period. So I don't think he's ruining the game at all. He's just doing it a different way than maybe what people would like to see or what they were used to seeing with players that came before him.
So, hey, when you say ruin the game, are you talking about the GOAT conversation with LeBron, or you just talking
No,
about
no,
something else?
hold on. I think I can answer that. I think I know what you're talking when you talk ruin the game because a lot of people do bring this up, but I don't personally. I don't think it ruined the game. But what they talk about is how all the players hop teams now. That's why. That's why loyalty is always brought up now because LeBron. They always blame LeBron because he hopped teams so much. He didn't really stay loyal, and that's only because he got on this. That's the only reason they bring this up too, because it was okay that he left with from the Cavaliers and went to the Heat, but he got on stage and was like, "No, we gonna win 2, 3, 5, 6, 7." And then 4 years later, the team broken up and he leaving. That's why. That's why people bring that up. That's why.
That's a
Because
good
and then
point.
he left there. But that's the only reason why people say ruin basketball. Because after that situation, all the players was like, "I'm gonna just hop around like he did," and how he brought players with him and all that. So that's why Kawhi tried to bring Paul George with him and mess everything up. Now that's why OKC got all the picks and the Spurs. Like it's just a kerfuffle. Is that what they say? On how everything from that moment took a wild spin turn on everything. So
I
that's
mean,
that's what they're talking about.
I think, man, the ruining of the game came when you tried to compare somebody of a different talent and of a different nature in basketball to Michael Jordan. Like to me, it was cool when, even though I personally didn't like it, but it was cool when you tried to compare Kobe to MJ because of the likeness of their game and what they was trying or what they were supposed to be doing. Michael Jordan, like by all means of his triangle offense, he was supposed to be a scorer. So if he like would have been trying to like drop dimes and be more of a facilitator, maybe the Bulls situation wouldn't have worked out as great as it did. But because he was able just to focus on what he had to do for the system of the triangle, you I feel like there's a lot of comparisons, man, that's being made that just aren't really good comparisons. Period.
What you
You know
mean?
what I mean? Well,
What,
like okay, for example, like if you're gonna compare Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, that's like okay, you're just dealing with two different types of apples, but they both apples. LeBron James, I don't want to say that he's an apple. He's an orange, a banana. He's a different fruit.
Go,
You know what I mean? And so when he finally got what I feel like is the killer instinct and the tenaciousness to want to end games instead of make the best pass to the open player, um, you still was dealing with a different fruit. And so now that LeBron James at 6'8", 6'9", is able to grab a lot more rebounds and be a lot more of an impact from the beginning than some other players. Now that these stats get to be now what's called padded, you get a different likeness because of what the game was then and what it was when LeBron was entered the game. There was already real tenacious people known as killers out there when Michael Jordan came in. And so when Michael Jordan became great in the league, you know what I mean? He was another killer. He was another bird. He was another name like that. People that were known for being killers. Kobe came in. He came in, and there was already MJs. There were already good players, Reggie Millers that were killers on the basketball court. And when LeBron came in, he came in at the end of a lot of great killers' end of their careers. You know, so I feel like what was looked at as far as his ability to be a killer and a showman, man, I think it was taken out of proportion because our generation followed Jordan, then we followed Kobe, and there was a lot of other greats. You know, Tracy McGrady was one of my favorite, Vince, AI, but there was other upcoming killers. And by the time LeBron got in the game, we had a lot of shortcomings at number one pick. People thought that so and so was going to be killers, and they didn't turn out to be. And so when you had a young LeBron running down full speed, dunking on people, it seemed like he was going to be one of those killers too, but that wasn't his game. So I think that perspective of looking at LeBron like a killer is what ruined the game. You know, because it wasn't until years after,
So,
probably during his relationship with Wade,
so
that he
wait.
kind of.
So you saying that he ruined the game because he's not a killer? That's what you saying?
Well, I'm just saying the perceivement of him being a killer is what ruined the game.
Well,
Because
then I will
yeah,
say that's for selected people then who view that.
well, I mean, okay, because this is the where I'm getting at when I say it. LeBron was a pass first person. He was a person that would negate to take the last shot to try to get it to somebody who was open. When I say killers, killers are the people who demand to take that last shot. They live for that last shot, and most importantly, they want that last shot. There's people before LeBron who, if they didn't get that last shot, they was pissed.
Mm.
You don't give it to so and so. You don't give it that the open person.
Well,
You give the ball to me. You
all
know
right.
what I mean? And I
Yeah,
guess when you talk about ruining the game, he started passing the ball to people where we were used to seeing that best person, LeBron, take that shot.
Eli, once you jump in, what you feel about this? Is this an
I
overreaction?
mean, no, I don't. I mean, I don't. I wouldn't say it's an overreaction. I think, I think LeBron ruining the game is quite an extreme statement. I think that he, by all means, elevated the game. I think the problem with the situation is obviously the GOAT conversation is always going to be a matter of opinion. But I think that the biggest problem with something like this for me is that we live in an age of the internet where, you know, people are always posting LeBron sold on this play, LeBron did this, LeBron flopped here, LeBron did that. Well, you know, that I think that is part of the issue because, you know, LeBron came into the league and set the bar so high, and now he's what, 20 years in. And I mean, we get older, bodies get older, you know, players' skill goes down from what it was. So I think, you know, in the age of the internet where he's putting his kids on and whatever, that people just want to be the first one to come out and slander his name. And I mean, I think it's pretty ridiculous. I think he, by all means, has carried the NBA for many years post Kobe and some of those other players that you've mentioned. So saying he ruined the game is pretty ridiculous, I think.
I think it's only looked at ruined by people that look at the stats versus domination.
I'm gonna
You know what
ask.
I mean? Like when you dominate,
Hold on, Pride. Let me ask y'all this. I'm gonna start with you, C. Will. Do 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 you think the hatred comes because he got so much power in the league? What do you
yeah.
really think it is?
I think that's somewhat it. Some of the because he has power, but also it's just haters, man. Like people gotta understand, it's just haters out there. That he's the only. I don't know anybody that came into the league with as much responsibility and greater expectations than him. Not only has he had those, but he's succeeded. And so, any little crack or any little chance they get to knock him down, they're gonna do it. Um, it's crazy to say that he ruined the league, though. That's after a while, I just get quiet about it because there's no point. People like him, they gonna like him, or they gonna hate him, and um, like the gentleman said earlier, he was a pass first player, but people also forget LeBron has the most clutch points in the history, especially in playoffs. So yes, he may not take a shot with three people on him because as a basketball player, you're taught to make the right play. These other guys are making millions of dollars to knock down wide open shots. No
I
one
mean,
said
my thing is
anything.
this: when
Mhm.
when Jordan hit the little shot on Cleveland to get him into the playoffs, where the little infamous shot man where he throws his hands up and he's
Over
like
Craig
throwing his
Ely.
arms like yes, yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily a bad shot. I mean, like a lot of shots that people have taken to be game winners or to be clutch, I don't necessarily feel like they were bad shots as far as like having people on you. My thing is that when LeBron came in, man, he came in like a baby locomotive. You couldn't stop him going north and south. And it seemed like once you started talking about not being able to stop something, that the torch was being passed to him. Back in the day when he was the youngest thing coming out. But, as he got older, even though he was able to be the freight train and couldn't nobody stop that, it wasn't enough for him to get over the hump. And like all the rest of the great players, man, they have those eek years, man, where it's hard to get over the hump. Regardless if they was going through like a Detroit with Michael Jordan, where they was just bullying him, and he just wasn't quite big enough to withstand the bullying, or if he was going through a battle like how the Celtics used to when it came down to them in a lake show. So I just think that man, when it come down to him, I think that the people who like to watch the sport, the fans of the sport, kind of was bamboozled into feeling like he was going to be the same as these other greats that came before him that were known for taking those type of shots and playing that kind of way. You know what I mean? It like I don't know if y'all remember when LeBron was at Cleveland and he played against Dwight Howard and they lost. He took a lot of criticism then because he wasn't trying to be the person to take the last shot. You know what I mean? And then as his game evolved and he was around better talent and people that could also take the last shot, I think that's what really propelled him to feel okay to kind of get out of his comfort zone as far as that take the last shot thing. But um, I just think the things that get like when you use the word ruined, I think there's some things that are done as a professional that only professionals know about padding stats and making your stat, look a certain type of way where maybe even though those stats look good, you didn't dominate the game like that. So and then on top of that, when you talk about the commodity of being able to, man, I could call C Will and I could call Eli personally and see if I can't get these two people to be the missing links on my team. I think that was a voyage that a lot of players maybe wanted to do, but they didn't really have the goal to just go out and try to do. So, I think there's a couple of things that come with the word ruined, but I think I agree with Eli and C. Will that it's a little bit out of context.
Yeah, I mean, I think LeBron sometimes get unfair criticism. You know what I'm saying? But it just comes with the territory when you the best player or you one of the best players, they always gonna ride you, especially the career he didn't had. So it's always gonna be like that. But
I mean, hold on. Before we move on that part, I'm gonna have to mention something though.
okay, go ahead.
Because honestly, about that LeBron and Magic thing, it's because LeBron shouldn't have lost to Dwight in them. That's why. If anything, that's why they were saying like LeBron, you so big and no one can stop you, nigga. If you don't go
Dwight
out there and drop
I
60 in the
heard no.
playoffs, like why don't you go out there and drop 60 on a
I
playoff and dunk on Dwight like 3 times? That's
yeah.
all they
Right.
were saying.
I ain't
I'm not saying I agree with any of it. I'm just saying if you're if you're at that time, you're that size, you should went in there and start dunking on Dwight back all day. I know Dwight's Dwight, but you low key bigger than Dwight. So I mean, that's what people were just thinking. That's all I'm saying about that Magic. That's why a lot of people are upset because like Dwight shouldn't have got to the finals. It should have been LeBron easily, especially that year.
I mean, it sounds good, but you know, when you go back and you look at the tail of the tape, you know, you can't me versus you. And oh man, I'm supposed to be the favorite, man, and I'm gonna kill you, and I'm talking all like this and like that. Then we get out there in the game, and in the clutch moments, man, you play beautifully, and I played not so beautiful. You know, it's like, man, at the same time, like I can't take that away from you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, maybe on a different day I would have bust your ass. Maybe on a different day I would have been yamming on you. But on this particular day, you got the best of me. And it
Hold
wasn't just
on,
because you were better than me. It was because I was thinking that I should give the ball to Eli or somebody else versus
wait,
me going with myself.
Mm.
but that's the issue. We ain't talking about regular people.
It don't matter. Because once you on the
Hold
stage, you're
on,
not regular. It don't matter.
but that
Listen, once
no,
me
no,
and
no.
you got a
But we talking
camera
about
on us.
No,
people above them. We talking
let,
about
let
goats.
don't
We
rebut it.
talking about we talking about goats. That's
Okay,
like it'd
so
be
so
different. It'd be
so if
different. If we
you
talking about
so
like
listen,
I meant Thompson or right now or like if we're talking about
if you
Luca
Larry
right
Bird
now.
and Larry Bird say, "Hey man, you had a great game, but you know the reason why y'all lost, man, is because you wasn't trying to see here at this particular moment, see here at this particular moment. These are moments, man, where I feel like you should have shot that yourself." And in the game of basketball, it's uniquely odd like that, where if a person who's not a star gets the ball in clutch moments, a lot of times they don't get that call. So, as me being a spectator and a fan, I kind of understand that with years of watching the sport. It's been plenty of times, and not just basketball either, in football too. It gets down to the crunch time, and some dude we don't really know gets a ball thrown to him. And it's a pretty good ball, and homie grabbed him, but it was the end of the like last couple seconds, and they didn't call that. But let it be you, and you famous, and you a star. As soon as he started to tug you and you threw your hand up like a flag, there you go, you got a flag. And the same with basketball. Give it to KD in the clutch. He go to do his little move. Up, they touched him. Bam, he gets the call. Now let a regular get the ball. Let me not say regular. Let a person who's not a star be in those same clutch moments and they don't get that same whistle. So to a certain aspect, I
Oh,
do get
certain, but only certain stars get those type of calls though. You ain't everybody's not gonna get the calls. Like
right. Killers, right. You're
Yes.
right. Killers don't get the call. That's my point. Killers aren't going to get the
What?
call.
well, I'm gonna move on. We gonna move on from this one. We gonna move on from. So okay, so if I said 24 points, 11 rebounds, uh, 3 assists, or would I say 26 points, 9.5 assists, and 5.5 rebounds? Which one is y'all taking?
Man, if it's just about the stats, I'm taking whoever got the better stats. But if it's about dominance, I need to see that game because there could be
Well,
somebody who had the
I'm asking.
24.
I'm asking Eli. Which one would you take?
That's it. But just based off those two lines, I'd probably take the second one.
What about you, Irv?
I mean, yeah, if I'm just going off the lines, I'm taking a second one, but it also depends on what position I'd be playing. Because if I'm like a center, well, honestly, if you're in any position, I guess the top one would be still good. But I mean, if you're a center, 5 rebounds, you got to do better than that.
See, Will, what you taking?
I'm gonna take the second, the second stat line you gave. I mean, shit, you got a few more points. The assist is only 2 assists or 1.5 assists shy, and you got more rebounds. So, yeah, I'm gonna take the second.
And what about you, Jay Pry? You taking the second one too?
Man, like I say, to me, it's all about who dominates the game. Stats
So,
stats don't
okay.
stats don't always recognize who dominated.
Well, listen. The reason why I brought these stats up is because this is my question that I want to ask y'all. who's having a better season? See, is it Cade Cunningham or is it Victor? Because stats, if I just gave y'all the stats, right? The second stats was
Victor. Victor who?
Victor Wembanyama.
Wama.
Oh, I mean,
Cade's having a better season.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Cade's
yeah.
on fire.
I
I
mean,
mean, and also it's. I mean,
but
also
hold on.
Wimby don't play that many
Why
minutes.
this is the reason why I brought it up like this. Because see, if I would have just came with Victor and Cade, most everybody would have picked Victor, right? So when I brought up the stats, that makes a difference when you bringing up the season average. Like he almost averaging 10 assists, he's almost averaging 6 rebounds a game, and he's averaging close to 26 to 27 points a game. But Victor is dominant on the defensive end, even though he's still averaging a double double. So again, who y'all think having a better season? They just played yesterday too. Matter of fact, the Spurs beat that.
Cade, I mean, yeah, Spurs did beat them. I mean, but Cade Cunningham is having a better season. One is because he don't really have a. I mean, I say their team is almost even, but not really even because I guess Spurs have a little bit more talent at the guard position. At the guard position with Detroit, it's just him, and then he got a couple of big rough guys that can handle the ball and some spotty shooters around him. So, I mean, right now he's really leading that team up there. And Jalen Duran, he's a dog. He that boy ain't nothing to play with. Um, but yeah, it's Cade though.
Everybody picking Cade. What about you, Eli? You still picking Cade with this one?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think the stat line for me matters. I mean, the position that they play is very important too. I mean, Wimby's a freak of nature, sure, but I was watching that. I think the Pistons played the Knicks the other day, and Cade was just shitting all over him. And
He owned
he's
it.
having a hell of a season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's having a hell of a season. But he's controlling his team too. He's making the rest of the team better. I mean, not that Wimby's not, but for me, I would take Cade.
Oh yeah, he is. If Wimby's not there, then their defense struggles.
so it sounds like everybody picking Cade on this one, then, huh?
I
So
mean, I like Cade, but I also like Wimby. I like them about the same.
no, it's
I'm really not at
well,
a point where I
nah,
can feel like Cade's season is
He
better
got
than
who he
Wimby's
want.
season, or Wimby's season is better than Cade's season. I'm not at that point right now because I feel like with both of them, one a little younger than the other one, man, they both still got some growing to do. Not just as far as their basketball game and being able to get in their bag, but they both literally got some growing to do. Victor, as good as he is, he still needs to get probably about 20 pounds stronger. And you're not going to get 20 pounds stronger just in one season. So, and then he also got some footwork things to work. I mean, he got some work to do still. And even though he's great, he's not the greatest big man right now. So, and even though Cade is great, he's not the best point guard right now. So, I
who
mean, both
better?
of them.
Well, whoever said who better than him?
Who better than him? Who better
Who
than him?
better than Cade?
Who better than Cade?
I like Brunson way better than Cade.
Oh, no, he just smoked him. What are you talking about? He just smoked him with his team
No,
out.
they team just won. There's a
No,
difference
no, no, but
Uh,
because if that's the case, Victor and them just beat Cade just
nah,
yeah, yeah,
yesterday.
you
yeah,
didn't
no,
watch
yeah.
that. He didn't watch that game. That's why he's saying that because he.
Well, they got bought by 14 by Victor just yesterday
Well,
or the
listen.
day before.
Well, I know this. I know this. K, he had what 48 on him in the garden. So
I mean that's good. Like I say, man, when you're great, man, great to me does not ever stop your ability to have a great game at any time. But that one great game don't facilitate to be able to say that one person is just better all the way better than another person.
No, I
especially when they don't have to beat each other up.
No,
no, no,
no,
hey,
it's
Pride.
not better.
Hold
It's
on.
not better.
Right. Nobody's saying that he's better. I'm just saying who's having a better season.
They seasons is, I mean, I think they both they this about a tie.
Because
However you want to look
never
at it.
pick. I would never pick Victor. Uh, I mean, I would.
Yeah, I will. Yeah,
I would never. I'm
Oh, I
sorry.
mean, because look at this. This is how I'm looking at it. The Spurs, man, they have a good, solid team, and they got one or two people that come off the bench, man, that will make a real impact in the playoffs. And then on the other side, man, Detroit. Detroit got a good young team that's been together now for 3 or 4 years. And they also got two or three people, man, that come off the bench that make a really good impact. So the team to me is even. Their record is about even. And those two stats that you gave me, somebody had two or three more rebounds, somebody had two or three or more assists. So that's about even. In my assessment, Detroit and San Antonio is
Okay.
about
Okay.
even.
Well, I'm gonna
And so,
ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this. Who the real contenders in the NBA right now? Since after the All Star break, because you know that's where the real nitty gritty starts. So who the real contenders? I know OKC is. I know we all gonna pick OKC, but after that, who is it? The Spurs?
nope,
Who?
I say Denver on the West.
nah,
Uh,
I
I
would
say,
even pick OKC first, anyways.
well,
really?
yeah, I mean, I would say OKC because they the champs and I think they
Really?
still got, I think they still got the best record, don't they?
They do.
No,
But hold on, what you said? No,
well, not. Don't. I thought the Pistons had the best record in the league.
Yeah, Pistons are the best in the league right now.
oh, are they? Are they? They over?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. K been
oh.
doing his thing. Yeah, yeah.
You know why? You know why? Because OKC been losing those last couple of games without Shea, so they didn't caught up. Wow. Because remember, they was at single digits for a while, so they lost a lot of games these past couple of weeks.
Yeah,
But
I don't think OKC is repeating this year. There's not that many teams that do repeat, especially during this time in the NBA.
If
I
they
don't think
healthy, they
they.
will.
Nah,
I
I don't
don't
think
even
they'll
like them,
repeat.
but when they healthy, man, there is not no other NBA team, man, that can get up and down the floor like they.
They
see, Will,
Nah, yeah, yeah. See, you
Will,
wrong about that.
Will,
You wrong about that.
what's your
So
contender?
then why they? So then why did they go
Hold
on
on,
almost a
Jay
20
Pride.
game win tear?
Hold on, Jay Pride. See, Will, what's your contenders, man? Who you think? Who you think? Who you think is real championship contenders this year?
Mm. I'm gonna say OKC. Um, I think Detroit because the East isn't that great. Um,
It's
I
almost
think Denver. I think Denver also in the West. I think the two in the West is OKC and Denver, and then in the East you gonna have Detroit, and I don't know who the second would be.
no Cleveland, no New York.
I think low key, who's gonna surprise some people, Boston, but I don't know if I want to say they're a contender for a title. But I think Boston may surprise some people. So they would be my four contenders if I had to choose.
Go ahead, Eli. Go ahead, Eli.
Yeah, I didn't mean to fill in the word for you, see, Will, but I'd say the same thing about Boston because it looks like Tatum's going to come back, and depending on how much of an impact he makes, I mean, Jalen Brown's been able to carry him enough to second seed, so I'd take Detroit and Boston out of the East, and then San Antonio and Denver out of the West for me.
Whoa. You ain't even picking OKC at all?
Fuck OKC.
Damn. Damn.
Don't put that on your highlight reel, Eli.
Whoa.
Man,
No,
What you say?
I'm
I mean,
afraid.
Jay
Put that on there,
Pride.
Eli.
I understand people got their opinions and they like who they like, but if you're looking at who's contenders, man, you got to go off of these records. And like I was
Hey,
telling Will, man, there's no
Like,
way,
who you like
man.
then? Who you like?
Man, I mean, unfortunately, man, I like them weak Knicks.
Mm.
Unfortunately, man, I think that you got to look at Cleveland and Detroit, man. You know what I mean? There's not too many times, man, where you're the league leader and you're not looked at. So I mean, for anybody not to be looking at Detroit as a league leader, it's kind of like okay. But then on the West though, like I say, man, OKC showed me, man, for 2, 3 months, man, that if they healthy and they running, man, there's not a lot of competition for them. And so I'd have to say OKC. I like Denver, and I think, man, only because a lot is being put on Wembenyama to be somebody or be a little bit more than what he is. They actually, man, they got a really good team though. I think what's his name, Vassell and Vassell. Um, man, they got a couple people, man, that's been on their team for like 2 or 3 years, and I think that they get the whole concept of what they trying to do on the team. I think they open and available. They're young and ready to run. And Victor Wembanyama being a 7'5" shooter just compels the people who shoot on their team to do a good job of shooting. They do run up and down the floor and they try to play one-on-one defense. So, I'd say OKC, Denver, and surprisingly San Antonio on the West. And I'd say the Knicks, the Cavaliers, and Detroit on the East.
Well, at M Summertime said Cleveland, Detroit, OKC, Denver, Boston, depending on the matchups. I I mean
Yeah,
I don't have any problem with them teams. I don't like any team with James Harden on it. I'm sorry, I just don't, man. I don't like any team with James Harden on it. Uh, she said
but
Miss Summertime said Spurs gonna be a nightmare in the playoffs. I agree. I agree. I think it's gonna be OKC, and I think it's gonna be the San Antonio Spurs in the Western Conference Final. I don't see nobody
nah.
because
See,
Denver.
No,
Hold
hold
nah,
on,
bro.
hold
on.
on.
KD got
I'm
something to
with
Denver.
say
The
about
only
Eli.
that,
thing,
man. I
the
forgot
only
about
thing with
KD in the
Denver is
West,
hold
man.
on, hold on.
I'm
The
with
only
Eli.
thing with Denver is that their problem is that they don't win against teams that's over 500. That's their problem. The Lakers is the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Luka got to do too much, and if they make him a scorer, then everybody else, unless,
Yeah, man, forget
unless
all that, man.
Look,
What about KD?
look.
Let's get to Houston.
no,
See,
I don't
see.
really
That's what I
think.
was about to say. I was just about to say that I agree with Eli. His picks that he said, but the two sleeper teams I had was Philly in the East and Minnesota in the West. So those are
I
my two
think what
sleeper teams out over there.
he said Minnesota is a sleeper team, but I don't. I mean, of course they're a sleeper team, just like Boston is too. I like Eli's picks on the East because I think Detroit is gonna be there. It's just a question who gonna be against them. Is it gonna be Philly?
Boston.
Is it gonna be Boston? Is it gonna be Cleveland? Is it gonna be New York? It's gonna be one of those teams. I really truly believe uh Lakers can't defend. You're right. Lakers can't defend at all. You're right about that. That's their problem. They best players on their team can't defend. None of them. Absolutely none of them. But I don't know. I think the surprise is gonna be in the East because I think OKC got it locked up. I
They
think we're
can't
gonna.
even beat the Spurs.
Yeah, but when it comes to the playoffs, yeah, you can beat them in the regular season, but then the playoffs is a different beast too.
Bro, listen, if you listen, Wembyama is going to be the face of the league because his attitude changes everything. And the way he talks and the way he shows up for OKC games, it's like he got a vendetta for them for some reason. A lot of people assume it's against Chet Holmgren because they compare him to him, thinking like Chet Holmgren's supposed to be good. But Wembyama has something to say coming to these playoffs. He did at the All Star weekend. He will during the playoffs. I'm telling you. OKC better hope if they do see him, it's in the Western Conference Final, not the
They
second round.
gonna see each other. We
Not,
about
not,
to
not
see
if they, not
that.
if they got to see, not if they got to see the Rockets.
Man, the Rockets
No, the
don't go
Rockets are
nowhere.
terrible. They have no point guard. They can't play make. It's 1-on-1 every other possession. Their defense ain't good. Like what are we talking about? The only good defensive player they have is Ahmed.
The,
Nobody else plays defense on that team. I
They're
mean Jabari Smith too.
Everybody plays
yeah,
defense on that team.
yeah, but
Şengün get cooked every night. What are we talking about?
yeah, but their problem is that they can't score. They don't score enough, and
Because they ain't got a playmaker.
yeah, they looking for a 37. Ain't KD 37, something like that, 40 something, whatever. Whatever how it is, I forgot. But yeah, they depended on him to be their scorer every night. No, no, I can't. I can't. I can't expect that. I would take Minnesota over a Houston team any day. You know what I'm saying? Give me yeah, give me Minnesota.
Man, Shangoon would kill Rudy Gobert. He would destroy Julius Randle. Julius Randle, man, would have to deal with a kid that's running up and down the floor like a fucking horseman in the wild. And
Who?
then Julius Randle got to deal with Amir Thompson. And then on top of
No.
that, on top of that, you got to deal with what if the lineup is KD, Amir Thompson, and Shangoon. And so
Okay,
now
I
all
can
of a
give you a
sudden,
lineup.
so now all of a sudden, just with those three, you putting somebody in a real vulnerable position on Minnesota, straight like that.
He said,
Nah, so what's going to happen?
"Go ahead."
So I was gonna say what's going to happen most likely is uh Rudy Gobert is going to guard Sengun, and then you're going to have Jade McDaniels probably going to guard KD, or he going to switch off and guard
Uh,
somebody else, but he might be guarding KD. Julius Randle probably going to guard Jabari Parker, um, and Andrew. I mean not Andrew. Uh, Edwards. He's going to be probably guarding maybe Amen or what? Who's their starting point guard or player? Reed Shepard is probably gonna be guarded by DiVincenzo, and he gonna get locked up. So like the matchup's not accounting for Houston. Like I just named off the only people you can see who's really gonna get cooked in that's probably Rudy Gobert, but everyone else is going like. Don't get me wrong, KD's gonna score what he's gonna score, but McDaniel's gonna make it tough on him easily. He's 6'10"
I,
and can move easily.
I
And
like
then Julius Randle can't do. Julius Randle will have to do a lot if he guards Jabari Parker because Jabari Parker doesn't move that fast. He moves at the same pace as Julius Randle. So that's even.
I
Like,
just think
and
if you
I
line
mean,
up without Jabari Parker coming in off the bench, that your boys are
okay,
gonna have a real problem with. And I'll repeat this: Shangoon, Amir Thompson, and KD. That's gonna be a fucking problem.
somebody said,
Amir,
"What the
um,
hell are you talking about over there, Pry Guy? What is you talking about?"
Amir is gonna get locked up by Anthony Edwards. What are we talking about? His offensive game ain't that good. What? What? What are
A
we?
6'10", a 6'10" is gonna get shut down by a 6'5".
I'm in. You wait. Do you think he got that much of offensive handle that he can do something against Anthony Edwards? Are you
Yes,
serious?
I think very much so that he could
Houston
backdoor dunk
depends
on
on
Anthony Edwards a
too
lot of
much.
different
I
times throughout the
Too much.
game. If
I
not
man
him,
cannot dribble. What are we talking about?
he don't
Right.
He
have to
gonna get
dribble to
ripped
dunk
every
on him.
time.
You don't have to dribble to dunk on him.
Well, you better hope Rudy Gobert's not sitting in the paint then.
No,
You're
here's
right.
the thing. Here's the thing.
He's not going
Houston
to be able to
don't
sit in the
got
paint because
enough.
Shangoon could bust a midi. You're
Houston don't.
right. Which is
But see,
also
that's the
going to leave
thing.
some lanes and some openings for
They don't
KD.
have
But
enough.
but
Houston
but
don't
see,
got
but the
enough. Their
floor,
problem is
yeah,
that they are
because
long,
our man
but
can't
their
shoot, so
problem is
the
that they
floor is not
don't.
spaced.
I just seen them
No, I'm
boys play
saying like their
yesterday,
problem
man.
is that they not long enough. I mean, they
And
they
without KD,
they're
they
long, but they don't have size on their team. They just got all shooters. They really.
They don't
Ahmed
have a
Thompson probably the
playmaker.
only guy.
He no, he can't do nothing. He listen. Ahmed Thompson get his points off of playing defense, getting steals, fast breaks, dunk position,
you mean that
cutting.
rebound? You mean that defensive?
Yeah, you listen, cutting all that, but he doesn't get it off of shooting.
He
That's not
don't
where he can
have
get his
to.
points at. I
I'm just
know,
saying
but
that
in
if
the
you can listen,
playoffs,
if you cut to the basket, and I can get you buckets off of cutting to the basket, you're not known for being a good for being a shooter, and you're
yeah,
getting your buckets going to the basket. Why are all of a sudden we worried about you being a shooter,
no, no,
especially
no,
when
no.
you got four other people?
No, my issue is they don't have a playmaker to set him up like that every time. So the issue is going to be he's not going to be able to do as much on offense. So that little 20 points he's getting now is not going to be there. And that's why I said Anthony Edwards can lock that up because you try to do a little screenplay. Anthony Edwards, his IQ is definitely higher than what you think. So you're gonna none of them's gonna make a good enough pass where Anthony Edwards not gonna get in that passing lane. So that's what I'm saying. Because Minnesota's super long. Like Anthony Edwards is still 6'5". So we can't actually he might be 6'6". So we can't just count away against that. Yeah, I'm in 6'10". Okay, yeah, but what? They only 4 inches taller than him. Like I know that's still a little bit of big difference, but it's not that much taller where he can't guard
I
him.
mean, it's not a big
I
difference
just
if
feel like, man,
if he didn't have no hops.
like
But
Summertime said, Houston needs a point guard. That's what's gonna be
Yeah,
the problem. And also,
yeah.
when you're relying on KD to be your main scorer at the age he had, that's not a good recipe for success.
And Anthony Edwards love cooking up KD. So if they see him in the playoffs, that's all he gonna do is cook him up. He love doing it. He has a huge smile on his face every time and stares at him. So like I said, Houston does not have enough to match up with them during the 7 game series. That's
Well,
just
I'm
it's just
Shit,
can't wait for
I
these
would take a
playoffs to
healthy
talk, boy.
Phoenix
I'm gonna be in
over
your ear.
Houston.
that healthy Phoenix over Houston's crazy.
yeah. I mean, hey, that don't sound too bad though. That don't sound too bad though, because Phoenix is playing good. They real lengthy, they long, they can shoot threes. They problem is they don't play enough defense though. They problem is, but
And
yeah,
they're always hurt too. That's the other
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Somebody's
But
Yeah,
always
good
hurt.
Dylan Brooks.
well, I want to play a
Yeah.
little game with y'all, man. Start bench cut. So we got Tracy McGrady, we got Vince Carter, and we got
Mm,
Harden.
mm, mm,
So Eli, I'm gonna
mm,
start with you.
You
mm.
always set me up for this bullshit. But anyways, I'd start McGrady, bench Carter, James Harden's out of there.
Oh
That's my
shit.
Man, who? Man, we gonna have to
James
cut.
Harden's out of there?
Yeah,
he'd find
yeah,
his way out anyways after a season, so might as well just let him go on.
Jay
yeah. Harden
Pride.
gonna make it. Man, I see, man, McGrady and Carter,
Is he
man.
gone?
At
What
that point,
about you,
man,
Herb?
Harden's
Who you
gone.
who you starting? Who you benching? Who you cutting?
Man, listen. I feel like I would probably end up cutting Carter
Mm,
and
mm,
benching James Harden and starting
mm.
McGrady. I know that's tough to say. That hurt my heart even saying that, but I'm thinking about Vince Carter's career all the way through, and I'm like, yeah, James Harden probably can do that in my playoffs, but like that's why he on the bench. You know what I'm saying? You know where he belong. You know where he better off. So I have Tracy McGrady up in there starting. James Harden come off the bench, do his little thing. If he ain't doing that, I can put him back on the bench, and But Vince Carter, but because James Harden can still go off. Vince Carter, what he gonna give me? What 20 points? 20 points, five assists, 10 boards. Out of those 20 points, I'm getting 3 amazing dunks to change the mode of the game. That's cool, but like James Harden can drop and give me 30 or 40 one game. You know what I'm saying? In the second game, he might give me like 10, but I might get that 12
Vince can
assists
give
still.
you up to 55.
I've been pondering over this one. Like this one's kind of
That's
hard.
true.
This was pretty hard. I've been thinking about this one for. I was like, damn, who? Because James Harden is nice. I can't sit up here and act like he ain't nice though. But damn, Tracy McGrady. I probably would. I probably would have to start Vince Carter. Put James Harden on
Mm.
the bench, and I probably would sit Tracy McGrady. But he ain't never but
Oh Lord.
points.
Whoa,
Oh
cutting
He don't
Lord.
got.
McGrady.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm cutting McGrady, dog. I'm cutting him.
What?
I'm cutting him.
Ouch.
He out of there, man. He out of there. I can't, cause I think
Man, I
about
thought
it,
what I
man.
said was crazy.
Who's more reliable, James Harden or Tracy McGrady? Who's
Tracy fucking
more reliable?
McGrady.
Jason
You are
McGrady.
being weird right now, sir.
Really? I
You are
disagree
being
though,
all the
man.
way
Cause James
weird.
Harden, he got the
You need to go
aggression and
take
stuff.
whatever medicine you need to
You
take,
know,
man.
he just do a block and he getting on the free throw line.
Nah, man, Jason McGrady.
uh okay. All right. So moving on. So this is my last and final question. My last and final question. Who would you start your franchise with? Would it be Donovan Mitchell or would it be Ant Ant Man?
What's up with these questions, man? I'd take
Because man,
Ant.
they
I like
supposed
the
to be
way.
hard. They gotta be hard. They gotta be hard. They can't be
I
easy.
agree.
They can't be
I'd take
easy.
Ant, man. I'd take Ant. I like the way he plays. I have to go back to what Herb said about how he rocks KD shit all the time. Like he likes going at all these legends. You know, he's got the tenacity to take over a game and be dominant. I like his ego because he backs
Man,
it up a
I
lot.
had to go down to
I'm taking
Mitchell.
Ant.
Yeah, I mean, I might as well go with Ant too. Like, don't get me wrong, Mitchell. Mitchell is a dog. He's something else. Like I can't really explain it, but Ant, that's my dog. Like he can do it. So I just feel like Ant has more. I guess I would say more size, and he's better on defensive end. So that's probably like the edge I give him. That's probably why I'm picking Ant. Other than that,
Matt, what up? What
Donovan
up,
Mitchell is a
Matt?
great pick too.
What's the word, bro? How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, man. Hey, if you had to start, guys, who would it be, man? Would it be Donovan Mitchell or would it be Anthony Edwards?
Wait a minute. What's the question again?
Who you starting your franchise with? If you had to choose the player of Donovan Mitchell or Anthony Edwards, who you starting with?
I feel like I'm gonna go with Edwards because for some reason I see that Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant dog in this nigga, man. I don't see that in Donovan. Like Donovan is a good player, but I just think that the other boy he just got that killer instinct. He got that will to win a championship. I definitely see a championship in his future, man, because he got that will. I think that nigga Jordan's son. I ain't gonna lie to you. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that
I
split
did see
screen shit?
that. I did see that.
Hey, that shit believable like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. Anthony Edwards, man, that nigga man is a dog, man. He got that killer spirit. I love it about him.
I'm glad you on here because I wanted to ask you. A lot of people are always talking about LeBron, right? And we had this conversation earlier and stuff, and they feel like he ruined the game. So how do you feel? Do you feel like he ruined the game?
As far as what?
I mean, as far as ruining the game, as far as man, team hopping, uh, not being a clutch player like we see it, and then he got so much power. A lot of people think he got a lot of power in the NBA.
Thing about it is so you gotta take into consideration errors, right? Um, if you so let's put it like this. Let's say 100 years from now, right? 100 years from now, on paper, LeBron will be the greatest player that ever lived, right? And the reason why I can respect my era is because I lived to see it. Like, you can't, when people say Jordan is better than LeBron, they can't see it because they didn't see him play. You need to be able to witness these moments to understand why we feel like that. See, LeBron to give you the stats, he'll give you the numbers, he'll give you the highlights, he'll give you all that. But he doesn't give you that when the game is on the line, if the ship gonna fall, it's gonna be because of me. That's the spirit that Jordan had. That's the spirit that Kobe had, where they willing to win or lose. It's gonna be because of me. And Jordan just had that killer instinct. And then on top of that, we talk about the 6 rings, right? Nobody has three-peated twice. It wouldn't have never been a three-peat if Jordan wouldn't retire. He would have won 8 straight rings. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
Because anytime you three-peat leave and come back in three-peat, that mean them 2 years you was gone, niggas was happy. Like for real, for real. Jordan would have been the only nigga that win 8 straight rings, bro. And so, like, I don't, as far as like the question go with LeBron ruining the culture, I think that LeBron in certain ways has ruined the culture because when you are paving a way for a new generation, they look up to everything you do. And that's something that we took serious. Jordan didn't switch teams. Kobe didn't switch teams. So we looked at loyalty and honor and the longevity with one team differently than now. See, now everything is about the money. These niggas is not who these are 23-year-old, 20-year-old men with $100 million contracts. They're not taking this shit serious. And so this is why we can appreciate motherfuckers like Anthony Edwards, the ones that really, really, truly have a desire to play the game. These new motherfuckers, man, you can't give no 20 motherfucking year old no 20, $30 million and expect him to, he don't care about no goddamn rings. He got plenty of them from Jacob the jeweler. You feel what I'm saying? They don't care about that kind of shit, bro. Like we took pride in the game, like even like this. And this is why I say Anthony Edwards is different. Anthony Edwards showed me in the All-Star game that he was cut from that cloth because even though it was an All-Star game, the culture of the All-Star game then turned into bullshit. They just be lobbing the ball, shooting shit. They don't even take this shit serious no more. But he did. This is how Jordan and Kobe them was. Nigga, our All-Star games in the 90s was like finals game 7. Nigga, that shit was real. Like they wasn't bullshitting. Them niggas was playing hard. They was playing like it was game 7, like the finals was on the line. They
Yeah.
took it serious. These motherfuckers don't do that. So, like I was saying, LeBron, he changed the game where there's no loyalty, where motherfucker like, you know what? I'm gonna go for 2 things. I'm either hot teams that win a ring, or I'm a hot teams to get a big paycheck. Fuck being loyal to a team. I don't get. I'm not gonna be playing with these motherfuckers and I ain't getting paid or no shit like that. They don't give a fuck about no ring. And it's obvious. Look at Dame. Look at these niggas. These niggas are clearly franchise players. But they don't give a fuck about building no team. These niggas steady getting 200 million, 260, 312. Man, they don't care about that shit, bro.
Anybody want to piggyback off of that? Or
Nah, I
Yeah.
mean, the only thing I was just gonna say is I agree with that, especially the part about when you got people who don't come in and take the game seriously. It really affects the game now because now you got NIL in college where a lot of players is just about the money over there too. So now you're not getting that same competitive nature as you used to get. But one thing I do want to say is that we can't forget that not only did Edwards bring in the noise, but also Wimbyama put up the challenge. So and it's good to see Wimby saying something because he only 3 years in. So someone like that who's at the top of his game, not at the top of his game, but who's just gonna get better, calling people out like that and motivating the other people. I think it's going to be a better future within because a lot of people going to get if Wimby goes off and say Spurs do go win this year, it's going to be a whole different animal they're going to be breeding because then now everyone's going to have to have a different attitude about it because Wimby's going to be like, nah, I'm the best and I'm going to keep running this. So I think it's going to be more competitive nature after this year and then even, towards the next couple of futures. That's why I think the All-Star game was better than what it was. So
Let me ask y'all this. Why do y'all think that these athletes have the biggest paychecks, the best nutrition, the best trainers, the best recovery. They got the best technology. They got everything. Why is these motherfuckers getting hurt so much? These niggas is made out of paper these days.
Man,
Like back in my days, niggas played in motherfucking Converse, Chuck Taylors, bro. Niggas didn't even have ankle bracelets.
No,
Niggas didn't have
and
none of that shit. I didn't hear about a fucking Achilles till like 2012 or so. I ain't know what the fuck that was.
and
We never even told that kind of shit.
but that's crazy that you said that is because most of them they probably did play through Achilles and didn't even know it. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
but
Nigga,
see,
Isaiah Thomas fucking broke his goddamn ankle and dropped 25 that night on a broke ankle.
no, what I think it is, I don't think people, uh, uh, I think it's what happens because less people play on concrete. Because when you play on concrete, you're doing something different when you're talking about jumping up and down on concrete. Because back in the day, it used to all be playing about we gotta go outside hoop on the court. A lot of people don't hoop on the outside courts no more. They got to go to the gym. And then the way they shaping shoes now and everything. So a lot of things is, and I don't think one thing I want to say is I don't think a lot of basketball players lift as much as they did, or I think or it's probably the other way around. They probably lift too much and not
I
enough
think we
actually
just
leg
built
workouts.
different. I
But
think our
I,
era
I
was
think
just
it's
built different.
like I said, I think it's more of people not playing on concrete basketball courts no more and really pushing your body to that next level, and you're just take it easy, and you're just playing on wooden courts. I think that's why a lot of people have these more knee and ankle issues.
But
I'll tell you this. It's a big difference between a nigga that drinks sink water and a nigga that drink Fiji water. I'ma just be honest with you.
wait, cause wait, hold on, cause I heard it ain't no difference because they try to say Fiji water is trash too though.
Man, a nigga that drink faucet water was raised poor. He's hungry. He don't got time to be injured. Niggas ain't soft.
Yeah.
This is why when you see in any sport where a nigga is playing to change his motherfucking life, he's hungry. Look at all these players from overseas. Look at all these MMA fighters from Africa and Zimbabwe and shit. Them niggas come over there whooping ass because they life depending on this shit. Opposed to a motherfucker that grew up with two parents that had uniforms in school. These motherfuckers had to walk to school barefooted. It's a different breed, bro.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
at look at
huh?
look just look at all the athletes, the hoopers from overseas. The
Yeah,
the baseball players from Cuba, Venezuela. Like these niggas is playing like they life depend on this shit. They not out there bullshitting. Cause mama got 12 kids in a one-bedroom hut.
You right about that.
hey, listen, that's where if you watch Giannis's story, that's where he came from. Basically, that's why he out here just trying to dunk on people and destroy their lives on the court.
Hell yeah. Sure, what a like that. Hell yeah, man. Them niggas playing hard, man. And that's the difference. And that's why I had a conversation with a dude, right? One of my homies was trying to get his little brother into boxing, right? And like, I don't want to sound rude or no shit like that, but real recognize real. And I didn't see nothing in him that said he can be prosperous as a fighter.
How
And so
old is how old is he?
he like 24 or some shit. He's
Oh,
a big, he's a
Yeah.
He's
so
a
he got
he's a no, don't get me wrong. He's a big ass dude. He's bigger than me, but he's soft as fuck. And so I asked him, I said, bro, do you really want to fight? Because like me, I grew up fighting. I like to fight. And I was trying to explain to him that when you get into combat sports, you have to realize that there's people who like to fight and there's people who fight
Hmm.
because somebody influenced them to fight. If you get your ass in the ring with somebody who has the will and the heart to fight, they gonna kick your motherfucking ass because they born for that shit. They didn't nobody had to persuade them. It's a difference between somebody who had God given talent to play basketball versus somebody who went to a camp.
Yeah.
They mama wanted them to do something, so they put them in a basketball camp, and they just so happen to learn how to play basketball. It's a difference, and this is why Bud Crawford whooping motherfuckers' ass. This is why Pacquiao whooping motherfuckers' ass. This is why that boy, the Puerto Rican boy Bud, just whooped. This is why they whooping motherfuckers' ass because they come from fucked up backgrounds. These niggas fighting like they life depend on it. They poor. They got the will of soldiers.
Yeah, boxing ain't no punk. Like you can't just pick it up like it's any other sport. Like you really gotta train and you gotta put in the work because man, yeah,
Man,
you
Nah,
fighting
yeah,
comeback sports start right here with the
nah,
heart.
I was about to say too, because like I mean, if he go just do like a little training or whatever, that's cool. But like actually doing boxing, nah. Listen, I did boxing as a kid, and that stuff comes from like if you ain't doing it young, then you really just out there just for the amateur reasons. Other than that,
I
like
mean, people could
you
catch
said,
on.
that gotta be in you for real. Like yeah,
Yeah,
unless you like
do
you
definitely
gotta
do.
be actually because it's different when you first get that first punch in the face. It's a different feeling. It's either like okay, I'm gonna enjoy this, or it's a oh no, I'm done. That's the only two options you got after you get punched in
yeah,
the
but see,
face.
it's still a difference though. It's still a difference for somebody who likes to fight. Because you could teach a person
Yeah,
textbook all day long, sway, duck, jab, move, step back. You could teach them textbook all day long. But when you in the field, you gotta have the instinct of a fighter because all that textbook shit don't work all the time.
Yeah,
not
Almost
that,
never works.
That's what I was saying. If you once that first punch, once you first get that hit in the face, that's where it comes from. When you first get punched in the face in any fight, it's always going to be either okay, let's do this, I'm ready, or it's going to be a no, I'm done. It's never. There's no in between of that. Either it's a
Well,
I'm done with that, or it's a no, okay, let's go.
but you
It's
know what?
never in between. It's
I'm gonna
never.
tell you something about great fighters who like to fight. A person who likes to fight wants to be hit because they want to
Yeah.
see how much power you have so they'll know how to go forward with this shit.
yeah.
Yep.
When a nigga is ducking and dodging and shit, he's scared. Real fighters want to see it. Nigga, you got to show me that you that nigga. Hit me. Let me see what you working with. So now I know either this nigga ain't bullshitting or I'm finna whoop your ass. It's only two
See,
options.
Well,
like I said,
speaking of boxing,
good, yeah,
yeah, yeah, I
yeah.
know y'all watching the Floyd Mayweather Mike Tyson fight. Y'all gonna watch that or what?
You said
Well,
Floyd and
when
Mike
is that?
Tyson?
Yeah,
Yep, they
Mike.
fighting.
No, no, no. I saw some shit yesterday where Floyd finna fight Pacquiao.
Yeah, he
That's
fighting.
that's happening too. Yep,
Yeah,
both
he
of them.
fighting him in September, but he fighting Tyson in April. It's an exhibition fight, like him and Jake Paul.
Man, this fake ass shit. I'm not ordering it, but I'll probably go to a bar and check
No,
it
it's
out.
live. It's live on Netflix for free.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
live on Netflix. It's gonna be terrible. I don't even know what they doing. Then Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather too. Man, what are we doing, man? What are we doing?
Yeah, they done fucked up everything now, man. It's like the sports then got so fucked up. I didn't stop watching basketball because don't nobody stick no goddamn defense.
No, they
I like watching football now. At least motherfuckers play D. Like I hate motherfuckers that don't play defense. Bro, I was raised in an era where defense win championships. These motherfuckers these days, even when I'm playing 2K on Xbox, these motherfuckers don't stick D on the video game. These niggas is ass, bro. You can't make this shit up. Everybody want to shoot three. Now that's who fucked the game up. Steph Curry. If you want to talk about an impact on the game, Steph Curry has ruined basketball because now he has
hey,
eliminated the big man. There
man,
is no big
crazy.
man. There's no
You the
drop
only
step.
person that I heard ever say that
Yeah,
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry ruined the game because now you're a big man. There's no big man moves. All big men want to shoot threes now. You got Embiid, the biggest motherfucker in the league, and he will not take his big goofball ass to the block for nothing to save his motherfucking life. He could have 60 points easy if he go to the block. Easy every night. This goof ass nigga think he Kevin Garnett or Kevin Durant. He want to cross motherfuckers up and shoot threes at the top of the key and shit. Man,
Listen, I think you should be if you watch any basketball, it should only be the Spurs then, because Wemby he gonna play defense, and Stephen Console he gonna play defense too, and they gonna go down the court, dunk on people, and make it look crazy.
well,
That's what the Spurs
I
do.
don't think Wimby stick defense. He just so motherfucking tall. You can't shoot over motherfucker the same size as the rim. How you gonna shoot over this motherfucker? He get blocks by default. All he got to do is put his motherfucking hands up, bro. He 10 feet tall with his hands up.
Yeah.
How you gonna shoot over motherfucker the same height as the rim?
That's why it's good to see is he gonna get dunked on. Like, ooh, when Jalen Duren dunked on him, oof, that was
I didn't see
crazy.
that, but I saw that one
Yeah.
that didn't
That
count
was
by the boy from what's the name, the one that keep doing the gun shit, that want to be a gangbanger.
John
John Moran.
John
Yeah, but
Morant.
not
It didn't
Detroit. Cause
count though, but he got his ass.
Detroit and Spurs played either last night or 2 days ago, and Jalen Duren got him. Oof, it was nasty.
it was nasty. It was nasty though.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing about it is, with a defensive player, all defensive players get dunked on because they stick deep. They trying hard, and even though they might not be in position to stop, they still try, and it puts you in compromising positions to get your ass dunked on. It just happens. So I don't look at it as being a bad thing because you get dunked on. Because I know we can look throughout all history, all the shot blockers that we know throughout the history of the NBA and got their ass dunked on for trying to do too motherfucking much.
Eli, I know
Especially Patrick Ewing, Elijah Wan, Shaq, David Robinson, um, Charles Oakley, Anthony Mason, fucking
Larry
what's
John,
what who?
Larry Johnson, Alonzo Mourning.
All of them that got their ass dunked on. Mainly by Jordan and fucking uh God damn it, man. I'm getting old. What's the high flying motherfucking name?
Vince
That
Carter.
played for
Vince.
Toronto.
Vince Carter.
Vince
Vince
Carter.
Carter.
Vince motherfucking Carter.
Yep. And I
They caught
started
plenty bodies.
cutting them. I can't believe they cut him.
Hey, low key at the time when uh Penny Hardaway played for the Magics, I'm gonna make a bold statement. He was better than Kobe to me at that time. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I've
Ooh,
heard that
At that
statement a
time,
lot.
big
at that
state.
time, he was better than Kobe.
That's a
I've
big
heard
state.
that statement.
At that time, when Anthony Hardaway played for the Magics, he was better than Kobe.
Ooh, we ain't even got the Kobe lover on here right
No,
now.
no, Kobe, my dog. I'm a die-hard Kobe fan. I don't fuck
He
around with
is.
Kobe.
He
But
is
what
too.
I'm saying is, don't forget, at that time, Kobe was battling for a slot with Eddie Jones. So he wasn't the Kobe that we knew at that time. It wasn't
Right.
him yet.
Right.
He was trying to take Eddie Jones' spot. And Anthony Hardaway was already on. Remember, he had Shaq. Nigga, he was
Yeah.
Yep.
already hooping.
Mm-hmm. He had the shoes and everything too.
Yeah, facts.
Little
He was
Penny.
hooping.
Little penny. Eli, I know you want to give a shout out to your guy that, for that win.
Oh yeah, we out. Are we out? I was waiting until the end.
No, go
Y'all
ahead
gonna
and get
get
your
off?
shit. Go shout out though. Go ahead and get a shout out,
No, yeah.
coach. Come
So
on.
I mean, yeah. So I guess piggyback a little bit off what Max said. Defense wins championships. I got to shout out my guys, my fourth grade basketball team. I know it sounds silly, but they went back and forth tonight, and we hit a bucket to go ahead with 11 seconds and held tight. So we're going to the semifinals of the tournament. So just super proud of
Hey.
them. The environment was cool. Everybody charging the court, and all the parents were excited. So it's exciting. It was fun.
Hey, I got a question. I actually got two questions. I don't know if y'all finna get off or not, but I
No,
got two
come
questions.
on with him. Come on with him.
Since we talking sports, right? First question is, I want to know who your top five is in every position of all time. And then number two, if you could put a five together from the old days to play against a five from today, what would that look like? Uh oh.
Uh, I go first. Mine's, of
That's
course,
like a homework assignment.
I'm taking Jordan. Point guard, I'm taking Isaiah Thomas. Uh, Small forward, I'm taking Larry Bird. Power forward, ooh, power forward. Damn, I probably have to say
Now, is
Tim.
this your all time five, or this is your five versus five?
My five. This is my five versus five, and I gotta have Kareem. I gotta have the captain in the middle. Kareem is my center all the time. He ain't going nowhere. But ooh, um, let's see. Shooting guards. I probably have to say Jordan, Kobe, then James Harden. He's probably third, and then who was fourth? Shooting guards though. I don't know about five, top five, but top three, and then Tim.
You gonna leave D Wade out?
Yeah, he'd probably be number four. He'll probably be number.
No, I ain't saying top five and like the best players. I'm saying the top five in the positions, like one through five. Your top five, one through five.
Oh, I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm gonna let Herb go first. He like he cooking over there. Go ahead, Herb.
I mean, of all time, top five positions. I mean, that is kind of hard. You think about. You're trying to think about everything, but
So,
I guess I'll probably say, just to go off the top. I mean, I'll probably have Elijah one as my center. I think he probably. I mean, it's probably a tough battle because Elijah one. I mean, because then if we're talking about now, because then I'm like, dang, you could even like. I mean, it'd be kind of crazy to say the Joker's better is the best center than all of them, but like, because his career is not even over. But like, we really like he gonna get there, man. Especially if he gonna get another
I
MVP,
would
he could
have
probably gonna get
Kareem.
some more triple
I would have
doubles.
that.
But but I'll probably say Elijah one just because he was just that dog when he was out there with Houston. My power forward. See, I might have to pick. It might have to be Duncan.
I like that.
I mean, I think like KG, Dirk might be a little bit more talented than Duncan, talented wise. But I think Duncan was top for a reason because he dominated them at his position anyways. Because he played good defense of them. He still got his points, still got his buckets and assists. But the one person I got coming up on him is Giannis. I think Giannis is going to end up being the greatest power forward
I'm not
in the
about him.
league.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
it is.
and then small forwards. I'm gonna have to give it LeBron. Um, I don't know why anybody else, but yeah, it has to be LeBron. Small forward. Otherwise, I don't really know. I mean, shout outs to like Elgin Baylor because he was a you talking about
Then
score. You talking about
then
score. He was. I know he didn't win no championship or nothing, but like I mean, don't get me wrong. Larry Bird was that dude, but come on now, Elgin Baylor was something else. So I mean, don't get me wrong. Larry Bird is the trick shotter. He do everything like he don't miss 3-point contest, smashing them out. That's what he do.
I'm
Talking
taking Bird
trash, all that.
too. I'm taking Bird. Prime Bird over
Yeah, I know.
Bird over
That,
LeBron.
that that's what over you said over LeBron.
Yeah, Prime Bird. Yes, I'm taking Prime Bird over LeBron. Yes, yes.
I mean, I can see that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can see that, but like, I'm only saying that because I haven't really watched too much Bird highlights or looked too much up on him. But like, I know one thing: if he didn't get hurt, he probably would have had like six, maybe seven rings. I know that. But shooting guard wise, Michael Jordan. Shout out to Kobe,
You,
D
Eli.
Wade. D Wade, but I'm gonna have to go Michael Jordan. And then point guard is a tough one. I might have to just say, I mean, because I did like your suggestion. You said Isaiah Thomas, but listen, if I'm just being biased just because this is my fan favorite, I'm gonna say Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm really thinking about the greatest, if I'm
Oh
really just thinking
man,
about the greatest, though, if I'm really thinking about the greatest, I'm probably gonna say
Westbrook,
I'm gonna
come
have
on.
to say honestly, I might have to give it to Isaiah Thomas. So we're talking about point guards. I mean, don't get me wrong. Shout out to Jerry West. Shout out to John Stockton. But yeah. But okay, then if I'm going with a team real quick, if I'm making a team real quick, I'll probably use an yeah I'll go with an old team that beat new team. I'll probably say Isaiah Thomas um at the one, Jordan at the two, um I'm gonna have to say Dr. J at the three, and I'm probably gonna put Duncan at the four and Elijah one at the five.
Mm. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't go.
Eli, what you got for me, man? I'm gonna go last
yeah,
because what I'm
I
hearing
like
out
that
of
one.
y'all is buffoonery. I can't believe I'm hearing what I'm hearing from you.
Man,
Like y'all, y'all,
go ahead,
y'all. I
Eli.
can't. It's like I go with all y'all options is cool, but it's just one slot that I got a problem with that I haven't heard his name, and I'm highly upset about this. But go ahead. I'm gonna see what
I'm
he
just
say
gonna.
before I say something.
I'm
It's
probably
only
not gonna
one
give you
slot.
an answer,
It's only one
but
slot that I'm angry I haven't heard this person name, but I'm gonna let him go.
if I built a five, I would take Joker, Larry, Mike, Kobe, and either Dame or Jason Kidd as my point.
For
What?
all time, top five.
Yeah,
Well, if we
yeah.
go all time,
Okay.
if all time,
Mm.
I'm putting Kareem at the center. I'm putting Duncan at the four. I probably would have to put Shaq at the three. I got to put Shaq somewhere because
Well, no,
you gotta have
you
Shaq
gotta put
somewhere.
them at their spots. And see, that's the only name that I was pissed off about that I didn't hear Shaq name. So I'm gonna tell you this, right? For my all-time five, I'm going based upon their positions. Now, I gotta when I base my all-time five, I look at who is the most dominant person in that position, right? When it comes to point guards. The only two names that I can put as the most dominant 2 point guards that's ever lived is Magic Johnson and Steph Curry. Them are the only two dominant point guards that I have to argue with, right? Because Curry can shoot that bitch from the other side of the court, I got to give it to Curry. So that's all time number one point guard to me, right? Number two, shooting guard. It's only two people that I can argue with on the shooting guard side. That's Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. I can't take Kobe over Mike. So I'm going with Mike. Even though I'm a diehard Kobe fan, but if you give me Mike, I'm taking Mike every rip. So we got Steph, Mike, number three. Who is the most dominant number three ever played? We got three choices on this. We got Larry Bird, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant. Those are the most dominant threes out here, right? We got to take LeBron James because
Give
of
me
his account.
Bird. Give me
All right.
Bird.
I feel you. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying I feel like LeBron James is a more dominant three than Larry Bird, right? So I'm going with LeBron. Now, the four, right? The four is shaky because the four you could put Joker at the four, you got Kevin Garnett, and you damn sure got Tim Duncan, right? You got to go with Tim Duncan. He's the most dominant four out here. If it's not him, then it got to be Kevin Garnett. If it's not Duncan, it got to be Kevin Garnett. So I'm gonna go with Tim Duncan. Number five, I'm giving it to Shaq all day long, hands down. Anonymous vote, Shaq going number five. There is not one center out here that's ever been more dominant than Shaquille fucking O'Neal. That's hands down. That's even easier than picking Jordan. When it comes to Kobe and Mike, they did the same shit. Honestly, same game. You have never seen a center that was more dominant than Shaquille motherfucking O'Neal. He was breaking niggas' fingers off. You put the motherfuckers up there if you want to, you're gonna lose a hand. He couldn't nobody. Shaq changed the game so bad that teams were signing extra big niggas just for fouls. Don't forget this shit.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
for fouls.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just to foul this nigga. Man, Shaq was the most dominant five ever. So now we go to my pick on the old versus the new. I gotta go with Magic Johnson at the point, Michael Jordan at the two, Larry Bird at the three, and I'm gonna take the Admiral where he was the five, where he wasn't no four, wasn't he?
Yeah, he
Okay.
was a five.
I mean, but
Okay,
he
so
played. Oh, yeah,
for the
yeah.
four, I'll take Bill Laimbeer, and the five, I'll take uh Kareem.
Oh, y'all trying to rough niggas up, ain't y'all?
I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
trying to rough
So
motherfuckers up.
then my new school five would be obviously Steph,
Yeah.
Kobe, LeBron, Durant, and I'll go with Jokic. I just feel like I think me personally that Durant, Giannis will be a better four position than Kevin Durant. I think Durant played better at the three.
I like Luca at the point.
Yeah.
I
You
would take
like Luke at the point?
LeBron. I would take Luca and LeBron. Definitely Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry, him, they probably intertwine either the shooting guard or the point guard. Either one, it don't matter. LeBron will probably play the three. I don't know who gonna play the four though. That's tough in this era because there ain't really no good fours. But if we picking Kevin
Bro,
Durant,
stop don't disrespect Giannis like that. Don't.
oh
That
yeah,
was
my bad.
crazy.
Right, you is right. My bad. You right. I cannot believe I forgot about.
Damn, that was
Man,
crazy. You said this live too.
right,
That was
right.
crazy.
Giannis at the
Damn.
four. Giannis at the four. You
Damn.
right. Giannis at the four. And Victor. If we put Victor at the four or at the five, because it don't matter. If Giannis is at the five, then I'm putting Victor at four. But if Victor's at the four, then I'm putting Giannis at five. So there you go. There go mine right there.
Them that boy, you done built a forest. It ain't shit but trees in that
That's
motherfucker.
right. That's right, man.
No, my mama. That's
Man, I like
crazy.
that's a nice squad right there, though, man. That would be tough. My new school, my old school, that would be a tough. I need
Man,
to put that on the video game.
you know what's so crazy about the NBA, right? Them niggas be looking little as hell, right? So like just think of this. Think of how tall Derek Fisher used to look playing in the NBA. He looked like a little bitty nigga, don't he?
Hmm.
Nigga, I'm
Mhm.
6'2". This nigga is taller than me. I
Mm.
met Derek Fisher before. This nigga taller than me. And he little than a motherfucker on the court. That shit, but when I saw him, it surprised the fuck out of me because when I watch him on TV, he looked small compared to everybody else. He looked like a little nigga. I met this nigga, I saw him in the airport. I'm like, God damn, this nigga tall than a motherfucker. That's
And
that's
he
crazy.
played an era where, you know what I'm saying, it was contact too. You know what I'm saying? It was real contact. This touchy, ticky tack fouls. Everybody,
I hate that shit.
man,
I hate it, bro.
I hate it too. That's all they do is cry, man.
Man, flopping and all this goofy shit. Like that's why I respect Jordan and the Bill Laimbeer, the bad boy era, because niggas had to earn they shit. Niggas had to hoop. Like this, how we played coming up in high school and grammar school. We hooped in the alleys and shit. So we damn near played prison ball. This is why our conference, the Red West, was one of the most toughest conferences in the motherfucking country because we was based upon defense. Every Red West team was defense and conditioning. Before you even touched the basketball, you had to be able to keep up and you had to be able to play defense. This is why Westinghouse and King and all these schools won so many motherfucking championships. They were locking shit up. Niggas couldn't even get past half court. Like Chicago Red West teams, they thrive on defense, bro. It's never been about who can hoop. And this new generation shit is insane. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Just think of this. Think of all the players in the NBA that came from Chicago. They all stick defense. Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose, Iman Shepherd. Think about this shit. Every motherfucker that come from Chicago is known for defense. Patrick Beverly. They all stick deep because they all played in the Red West. Like real shit. These teams, these motherfuckers these days, boy, these motherfuckers, they'll look at you. They'll just look at their man with the ball and let him shoot. And
Man,
hope he miss.
yeah, it's
That
terrible.
shit'll get you 30 suicides in practice, boy. Letting your man shoot, boy, your ass finna run your ass off. You ain't even practicing. You finna run the whole practice.
You need to. You need to. I know Anthony Edwards is playing tonight, so I'm definitely about to get ready to check him out. But I appreciate everybody coming on. The man Mac, Irv, Eli, man, it was always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure, man. Y'all want to give any shots out?
I want to give a shout out to the podcast. I appreciate y'all for always letting me in. It's always a treat when real players meet, man. If y'all want to check me out, it's Duce Davis on Facebook, Not the Shot Podcast on YouTube and Instagram. I am Mac Moss, so y'all can always reach me and keep up with what I'm doing. I have my lives too, and so y'all free to join if y'all want. We talk shit every night, man. So tap in, and it is what it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Irv, you got any shots out, man?
Nah, I mean, just shout out to my pops. His birthday was today. That was
Oh,
it, though.
Pops, man. Shout out to Pops, man. Happy birthday.
Shout out.
Eli, man, you want to give your shots out, man? What's your
Nah,
boy? Who with the game
just
winning
to
shot?
give
What's his name? What's his name?
Herman hit the Herman hit the go ahead basket. Hopefully next time I see y'all, we'll be champs of this little thing.
Well, we want to see it, man. We want to see y'all be the champs tonight, man. And thanks for shouting out Rodney. Man, he said great show tonight, man. Appreciate that, man. And man, appreciate y'all, man, for watching, man. Let you know podcast out, man. Peace.
Dude.
LetCha know.